Avengers! Assemble.
Welcome back to the channel. It's the Avengers, you guys, and welcome back to another Marvel Future Fight video. Today, I'm going to be giving you guys my reaction for the Marvel Future Fight update 920 live stream. If you didn't know, that was live streamed over a couple hours ago before the patch notes came out, which by the time this video comes out, those are probably out as well. So we'll have a video out on that very soon. Stay tuned. But yeah, I'm basically going to give you guys my reaction to the live stream and my sort of overview on it. There was a couple new things that we learned from it. And we saw a lot of the brand new skills. I'm not going to show you everything because it was a 22-minute live stream as far as like actual stuff that we didn't see before. A lot of it we're going to dive deep into once the update actually drops, so I'm not going to show everything. But the main things that I want to first talk about is that there is a coupon code at the very end of the live stream. It is MFFWOTR for standing for the acronym of the actual update. So if you go use that actually in the Marvel Future Fight event code page, which I do have a video on how to use in the Crystal Coupon page. If you haven't seen before, you can go check that out and see it there. But basically, you get this code. You put in your ID for your account, and then you can go ahead and get a 5-star chest. And if you already have the hero, then you'll get the biometrics. They actually came in handy for me, so just in case you want it. But that is the rewards. You have until tomorrow, basically, to actually use it. So yeah, it's a little less than 24 hours, so make sure you go use that very soon. All right, so let's talk about the actual update here. So first of all, at the beginning of the stream, they gave us a playback of the actual sneak peek, which is pretty awesome. Again, great sneak peek. We got 3RL again, if you remember this guy from the anniversary event. He's doing his best. I'll say that for sure. But I do feel like they could get him to understand the game a little bit more. There's some parts where he seems very confused on procs and whatnot. He made one comment that kind of bugged me the whole time, was he's still practicing his procs. If you've been playing this game for a long time, you know how to do procs at least decently. You know what it's at least called, and you know how to use most of the character combos. Now, he the whole time was talking about how he was still learning them, and so there's actual feature, I guess, that I've never noticed before, where you can have the computer actually do the combo for you, and he used that over and over again. I thought it was kind of funny how he couldn't just like do it himself, because it's pretty easy. It shows you what you're supposed to do, but he still had the computer do it anyways. So that's my only complaint. Otherwise, he's doing his best. You can tell he's reading off a script and whatnot. I think if we get someone else to do it who kind of, someone like Cindy, Alex, and Beast, a lot of people have been saying, I don't see them doing that. I don't see them giving that to them. I think it would be awesome, but I don't see them doing that. But maybe to someone who kind of doesn't have to read off the script and knows the game a little bit more. But he's doing his best. He did a great job today, especially compared to the anniversary being his first time. It was pretty decent. He was also there for the Guardians update, if you remember as well. He has replaced, I think their names were Dave and Kim was the original live streamers. Those guys are gone, long gone, and he has taken over since then. So, first of all, they did a lot of cool art here with Malekith, Odin, and the characters around the backdrops. You can really tell they really worked on the live stream sort of setups and whatnot. So we get a first kind of look at Odin here and some of his skills, which, like I said, I'll go into more when the update actually drops. And we got Angela here. The frames and the graphics are a little low. It seems like it was set on all like low performance mode, like in the game. But it's all right. It still looks really cool. Malekith's skills look amazing. They all look amazing. They never miss with the animations. But like I said, we'll go through them a little bit more. This is one of my favorite things that they did. They did a lot of transition screens for the live stream. They did one here for the War of the Realms. Then they also do one later from Malekith that I'll show you guys real quick. Because it actually looks pretty cool. It really surprised me when they did it. I wasn't expecting it at all. But here's the other one we get a War of the Realms sort of screen here. So once he transitions over, you get the symbiote, just cover everything, and then War of the Realms. So you can tell the art department definitely went all out on this update. It looks great. I'm not sure about the pink color pattern in the back here, but otherwise, all the framing with the sort of lightning from Odin and the symbiote from Malekith looks really, really cool. So what did they exactly drop, though? That's what we want to talk about. That's what people want to know. So obviously, Odin's getting a tier 4. They showed us his skills. Like I said, I'll show those more when the update actually drops tomorrow. They show off the practice combos, like I said. They're pretty much all 3-5-4. I think the only ones that was different is Angela. She had a 3-4-5 as far as what the devs suggest. Obviously, once we actually do the testing, we'll give you the best rotation. The devs ones are normally adjusted by the time the next update drops, is what I've noticed. So Odin's skills are looking amazing. Obviously, like I said, all the animations look great. They never miss. And not Angela. Enchantress is getting a brand new uniform, and she's going to tier 3. Sorry. So that's pretty cool. She ended up getting the tier 3. And Malekith, on the other hand, ended up getting the Transcendence. So yeah, a lot of people were thinking he was going to get the Transcendence. A lot of people were hoping the opposite, that he'd get the tier 3 and she'd get the Transcendent. Honestly, either way works. But the cool thing is he did get a Transcendent with Ulick. So he will be getting a Transcended potential finally. No new uniform, but maybe we can see one in the future. But it is pretty cool to finally see him get a sort of upgrade. Obviously, he's not going to be able to do much without a uniform. But it just means that in the future he could. So all the skins and uniforms look great, by the way. Loved what they did with all of them. I love, like I said, all the key art they kind of do here on the sides. It looks great. The only thing was the pink sort of color pattern back here. I don't know what that was in the background. That was kind of off to me. I feel like it should have been black or blue. But otherwise, it looks amazing. I mean, it's a lot different from what we've gotten before. We had a little bit for the Guardians, but I feel like this one, they really went all out. So Angela stays a Transcended. She doesn't get a tier 4 with Odin like we thought. We could see her getting a tier 4 at the mid-month or at the second part of the update. We'll have to see. But her skills look great, and like I said, she stays Transcended. I do mention that Enchantress is going to be a sort of support character, and then they don't really say anything about Odin, Angela, or Malekith being support, so I'm assuming they're all going to have different sort of roles. Judging by what I could hear, there was some sort of things that a lot of these characters were missing, but one thing I did notice is that Malekith had a lot of these sort of burns and snares, so I think he could end up being a sort of ABX or ABL meta. I'm not sure, but it did kind of sound like he was alluding to that. So that's pretty much it for the characters. That's sort of overview. The next thing they gave us is they have a sort of quality of life change here, where basically you can go ahead and click all, and you can see all the sort of categories that there are for when you're trying to categorize your roster. What they did basically, when they basically made it, I skipped all the way back. That's unfortunate. What they basically made it is, so when you have a sort of lead, you can actually click down here. It says view only characters that can apply passive skill. It'll say either passive skill or leadership, and basically it'll shrink down your roster to the characters that actually benefit from someone's lead. So the example they used here was Spider-Woman. She only applies to the Spider-Sense characters. So when they actually clicked the button, applies to leader/passive skill, it gave them all the Spider characters up so you could choose your DPS based on your support or your lead and your support. As you can see, it says leader/passive skill. So that's a pretty cool change. I actually like that a lot, especially for newer players. That helps them out. And even for returning players or old players like myself, it makes it a lot easier to go and find these characters and sort of see what I got to work with. It's a small quality of life change, but I like it a lot. Like I said, it'll make things a lot smoother. The next thing they actually went ahead and talked about is timeline survival. So they are actually getting rid of timeline survival, kinda. It is no longer a permanent game mode. It is a sort of limited time game mode. So it'll probably be kind of like the current World Boss event that's going on right now, where you can get the Odin's Blessing chest. It's going to be an event that comes around every once in a while. And they've basically made it so there's 3 different difficulties now. There's beginner, normal, and ultimate. And obviously, as you get higher on these difficulties, the requirements will change, and it'll require you to have a lot more stacked of a roster. They also said the rewards were buffed. They have not told us exactly what they did, but it does seem interesting because if we can get more Celestial Essence from this game mode than before, that would be huge. They also increased the board size. They showed us a little snippet here, and it looks huge. It looks like it could be by 50 by 50 kind of thing, which would be awesome. We'll have to wait and see. But as you can see, the normal here is 20 by 20. But then once you see him scroll here, he just goes on forever. They mentioned that it got a lot bigger, and you can definitely tell from right here, they increased the board by a lot. They said it will be worth the time, though, for the rewards. So they didn't show us the rewards, but I am intrigued now, and especially because it's a limited time game mode now. It makes a lot of sense. They took a game mode that not a lot of people play. Sorry to those who do play it every day. It looks like you're not going to be able to do that anymore. But if the rewards are worth it, then it makes sense. They got rid of a game mode that not a lot of people play, it wasn't popular, and they made it a limited time game mode with hopefully better rewards to then popularize it. So it makes a lot of sense from a dev perspective, and even to help us players out. It saves us a lot of time and hopefully resources. We'll have to wait and see. Like I said, they don't really give any more information other than that. The only other huge thing that they did change is that it does not take any of your energy or boost points away. It only takes these step tokens on the bottom here, which you can actually get more from playing certain game modes. So that was pretty awesome as well. That makes it a whole lot easier because energy is very precious. Sorry. You have to play 3 rifts daily. You have story mode. You have dimension mission. There's a lot of stuff you need your energy for. GBR. And being able to take another game mode away that doesn't take your energy helps a lot of us out, especially those of us that do try and play all those game modes, or at least the majority of them. So I really like that change. Like I said, that's one of the big surprises to this live stream. Not a lot of us were expecting any sort of quality of life or game mode changes at all. So seeing that is pretty awesome. But other than that, that's pretty much it, guys. They wrapped up the stream from there. Like I said, they gave the coupon code. Again, if you want it, MFFWOTR. Make sure to go use that as soon as possible. And you can check out my video on how to do that if you need to. It's the Crystal video coupon. It's the very first video. So, yeah. That's pretty much it for the live stream, guys. That's my sort of overview. Like I said, we'll have a review of the patch notes video coming out very soon, so stay tuned for that. And I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. And if you did, please make sure, as always, to leave a like and subscribe to our channel, guys. We'll see you all in the next one. Take care.